I'm gonna be reviewing period underwear from the brand Modibodi, and I'm gonna be brutally honest with y'all because one, my flow is Niagara Falls level. Two, I can't wear tampons because they cause debilitating cramps, and now we found out that they have lead in them. Three, discs and cups kind of scare me, to be honest. Also, I feel like they're so small that I would fill them up in 30 minutes with how heavy my flow is. So I really only have been using, actually I have only been using period underwear for the past like 2 years now, and I've tried so many brands. For y'all, I want to put them to the test, let y'all know what the best brands are. So we're gonna be getting into the nitty gritty of the brand Modibodi because they actually have a pretty big following on Instagram, so I had high expectations. They did a collab with Puma, so you know that they're legit. I'm super excited to get into this video. It is not sponsored, so I'm gonna be giving y'all all the tea. And with that being said, let's get into the video. First up, we have the boy short heavy absorbency. I did get every item in a medium. These are $32. Now, I want to review these first because I did already review them in a previous video I did where I tested PFAS free period underwear companies to find out which one is the best. And I compared all the boy shorts in that video. Now, this one is pretty comparable. It was probably placed second in that video. They are comfortable. The material is soft and buttery. They hold up about 2 to 3 hours on my heaviest flow. After like the 3-hour mark, I really want to change them because they just like start to feel a bit uncomfortable. Now, they do last longer when I sleep because gravity is not like pushing it out. So these can most likely like last all night. I would still wear like sweatpants over them just in case I do have some leakage on my heaviest days because y'all, my flow is so heavy, it is so bad. But what placed these second was the waistband is a bit tight, which I hate tight things when I'm on my period because I feel like tight clothing makes me cramp worse. It must be some pressure point on the uterus where it's like, get this off of me. So I would rate these probably an 8 out of 10. They do their job. They're really well priced. They are PFAS free. All of the underwear is because that's what the company states. And yeah, the pad goes pretty high. It is lined, so like the pad is this whole thing. It's not my first choice when I start bleeding, but it's definitely like probably my second or third choice when like the other ones are dirty and I don't want to like wash one pair at a time. So I definitely wear these often and they've held up. So that's good with like washing and everything. So yeah, 8 out of 10. Now let's get into the next item. Now I did get 3 things from their Puma collab. So one of the first things is this black thong that is meant for like working out. It's the seamless design so you can't tell under clothes. But what is so unfortunate is how they constructed the absorbency pad and like how they stitched it. So if you can see, it is so thick and rigid. Like, look at that, it barely bends. This is like so hard and firm, and when you put it on, it hurts. Like it pinches your skin, it digs in, it's uncomfortable. I honestly couldn't even wear these because they were that uncomfortable to where like I was in pain. I'm like, I can't even walk around because of how like much rubbing and pushing and oh my god, it was so bad. Which I'm really surprised because like you would think that since it's a collab, they would try really hard to make it like the best possible. And yeah, like look, you can even see how like the material, like it doesn't really bend. Crazy. And then the pad, like the pad's really soft. It seems like different technology from their boxer shorts. But yeah, look y'all, like look at this. It like almost stands straight up. It's crazy. Like what is that? This is definitely like a 0 out of 10. It was so uncomfortable, which is really unfortunate because since I like to work out and on my period, it would have been nice to have like a seamless design period underwear because y'all, you can tell a lot of the times like it's hard to wear non-baggy pants with period underwear because you can normally see the pad like stick through if you're wearing like the real thick boys. So I was excited for this. It didn't fit at all, or it fit it's like really uncomfortable. And it was $24. So that's pretty expensive for a thong, but like it has the technology, so I guess it's not, but it's like, also the absorbency is light moderate, which, I mean, I feel like, to be honest, if I was on like my moderate flow, I would still fill this up in like 30 minutes. Like I think it's mainly a light absorbency. I don't think it's gonna absorb much, to be honest. Okay, next we also have like the same style but in like a brief, which I also, again, was super excited about because the pad is gonna be bigger. Like it's definitely bigger, but again, the edges are so rigid. It hurts. It's a 0 out of 10. Again, I couldn't wear this because it hurts so bad. I was like, I'm not putting myself through it. I can't do it. This is $32 and it is moderate to heavy absorbency, which I think this would actually hold up pretty decently. Maybe like an hour to maybe 2 on my moderate day. If I'm like on my super heavy day, it's lasting 30 minutes, but that's on me. Like my body just flows, it flows. But yeah, again, 0 out of 10. Also, their tags were so bulky and big. I had to cut them. And then look, like it was layers of tags, which I don't know why they do that, and they can't just like they have the print on tag. Why do they also need this weird little tag? I don't know, y'all. Weird. Like their other ones, like this boxer only has this little tag, which is fine. But why on the Puma ones are you doing these crazy tags? I don't get it. But yeah, unfortunate. It would have been really nice to have like some workout underwear, but I do have another Puma collab one that actually I was able to wear, so let's get into that one next. So next up we have the Active High Cut period underwear from the Puma collection. Now this one has different stitching, which is actually, this one is actually really comfortable. It is a bit looser, but I think that's why I like it, because again, I hate tight things on me, and the material is super nice. It is moderate to heavy, so like on my heaviest flow, it'll last about an hour to 2, which actually is pretty decent for like a smaller pad like this. It does show in shorts, so again, I would have to wear something loose because it's just a little bit too bulky to where like the line shows a bit. But I actually got the price wrong. So this one was actually the $23, $24 one, and this one was $28. Tell me why. This, like, I guess the fabric is like a more, I don't know, maybe it's the fabric, but I don't know, I feel like this one should be the 28 and this should be the 23. Like, it doesn't make sense for this to be $28. And can y'all see the difference? So there's that line versus that stitch line. Like, it's so different. They should have just done this stitch line on everything because it's like so comfortable. And yeah, so I would give this probably also an 8 out of 10. I think it could be slightly improved, but I do really enjoy it and I do wear it. And it is high-waisted, so it's like, I don't know, it just fits really nice, and I think they did a really good job with this one. I love the stitching part. I'm so mad about that rigid stitching, and yeah, don't even, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Let's get into the last period underwear. So last up we have the Tanka Brief Cut, and this one is $16, moderate to heavy absorbency. Now this pad is thick, like it's a thick boy right there. Look at that. Now, you would think with this being so thick, it would actually last a while when I'm on my heaviest flow day. But again, it only lasts about 2 hours. Like, it actually lasts about the same time frame as the Puma one, which is surprising because this pad isn't as thick. So I don't know why this one doesn't last as long, because like it is so thick. And I was like so excited for this cat. I'm like, it's gonna be so cute. But it's so loose that like it's just bunches in the crack, to be honest. And the pad kind of like, I don't know, it goes places, it doesn't stay in place, the blood gets around, it just isn't constructed very well. It needs to be a bit like tighter and not as baggy in the crotch and in the butt part. Maybe there's too much fabric, I don't know, or maybe it's because it is this cut, it doesn't allow the stability to like stay on your body properly. But the cut is so cute, you just gotta stay in place. Like you can't move around. Even when I'm sitting, like it just like, you know, it shifts places. And yeah, you definitely have to wear like sweatpants or something thick if you wanna like lounge around in these. So I would give them probably a 5 out of 10. I do still wear them because I think they're cute, but they do kind of have a bit of a diaper feel because it's like that thick pad, it's heavy and it bunches. Definitely 5 out of 10 for these. Now I also did get period swimwear from this company, but I'm gonna be saving that for a separate video, so stay tuned for that. It will probably be coming out next week, so hit the little notification bell. Overall, Modibodi as a company, I think the items are hit or miss, which I was really surprised because they had such a big following and they're an Australian brand company, so shipping does take a bit. And also you can only get refunded for one item in your first order, where some other companies, like the company Salt I reviewed, I have a video on that, on their brand, they will like refund everything. So yeah, I wasn't pleased. I only got refunded for one item and most of the items aren't, like they don't fit. So that's pretty unfortunate. If you want to try them out, definitely like get one item to start with, and then if you want to like, you know, just don't do a big order because it is hard to like return them and you can't really try them out because of the whole like underwear blood thing, you know, they don't really want the item back, which to be fair, health and safety. But yeah, with that being said, this company, I would probably rate it a 5 overall. Like their boxer is pretty nice. I would get that if you want to go with this company. The Puma, this is probably my second favorite of the items that I got. But yeah, stay tuned for the period swimwear. Let me know what you want to see next, if you want me to try any other brands. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.